She's had a bit of a tough time on Strictly, but Michelle Williams is determined to impress the judges this week. We are delighted to have her here on the sofa with us just after the news. Now, she's had a bit of a tough time on Strictly Come Dancing. Michelle Williams, I'm talking about, and she's with us this morning. So good to see you, Michelle. You had a tough time last week in the bottom two alongside Paul. What was it like? I know how it feels to stand there and the music to start, the lights come down on you and you think, oh no, this could be it, it's over. And it wasn't, thankfully, for you.
it was the worst feeling in the world. Well, one of the worst feelings in the world. You know, you're waiting for your name to be called. And then I just had this feeling like, and I turned to Brendan, I was like, I think it's gonna be us, you know, and it was. But thank God, they didn't send me home.
Yeah, because Paul Daniels is a magician. He could have worked some magic
you know, and I was like, oh my God, I'm not ready to go home. No. That means I would have to pack all the bags that I've brought over here thinking I'd be here. You know, it's way too soon.
It has been a tough week though. Poor Brendan has had to go back home. Sadly, his dad has passed away. It's strange, I'm sure, starting again with another partner, obviously under the circumstances. It's not great.
Yeah, it's been different, but it's been fun. Ian Waite is who will be taking Brendan's place this week.
You couldn't get better. I can't big Ian up enough.
You know, we're doing the tango, and they call him the Tango King, so I couldn't have been paired with a better person.
The tango's a tough dance.
It is, but it seems like ballroom has been suiting me best. I mean, I've been having a blast, and I'm excited about Saturday. So it's the time to redeem myself to the world.
Yeah. I mean, one of your competitors, a politician called Ann Widdecombe. Have you met Ann?
Yes, I have. She's been a delight. Right. So much fun, to the point where I said, I want to set you up on a blind date.
I thought that can't be true, Michelle.
She is practicing for the tango. Have you been suspended in midair for your tango practice?
She's going to be harnessed? Well, you go, Ann. Yeah.
So you're trying to set her up on a date?
I really wanted to set her up on a blind date, but she said, I don't know. You got any finds?
Oh, no. I thought you might have an idea before you...
No, and so she said, no. Yeah. I want to live out the rest of my years in peace. I said, you won't even let them take you out for tea? She said, well, maybe scones and jam.
Afternoon tea with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Do you find there's a lot of pressure on you, Michelle? Because we're used to seeing you, obviously, with Destiny's Child and dancing like a proper pro, as far as I would be concerned. But that isn't actually the case at all, really, for you. You've no sort of training.
It's a total different ball game. See that you're not restricted, really, you know, with
that's freestyling, isn't it?
I mean, it's choreographed, but it's just different. There's so much technical stuff that has to be done.
Any other member of that band get anywhere with their careers?
You know, I'm not sure. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Both ladies are doing very, very, very well. It's obvious, you know. You're so funny.
But do you get very, very nervous? You're used to performing in front of huge numbers, but I know when I did it, every week I seemed to get worse rather than better. Is it a similar feeling for you?
I mean, she was hopeless and let it stretch out a long way.
Yeah.
You know what? It is nerve-wracking. I don't care if it's one person or 1,000 people. I get nervous, you know, and this show just brought out, you know, a different side of me, you know, me being vulnerable and disappointed, but I'm gonna be stronger.
Can I ask you a few, you're looking good there.
That's great.
Fantastic.
And music is such an important part of it, isn't it? And liking the song.
I think you're going to go far in this, I must say,
Michelle. So.
Can I ask you, do you have a favourite game, board game or game you played in the playground when you were growing up?
Monopoly.
Monopoly?
Yes. I love Monopoly and checkers.
Oh, yes.
Monopoly, which city did you have on your Monopoly board? Was it New York or was it Chicago?
No, actually there was a limited edition of Chicago. Right. But years and years ago when you first started playing, it was just a regular Monopoly board. Right. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay,
yeah,
Michelle,
Monopoly. There's a lot of you agreeing with Monopoly this morning as well as your favourite.
They're still at it up in Manchester, trying to break the record for the world's biggest game of Twister. How's it going, Gavin?
Going on this?
Looks like the world record has been broken. Fantastic. They're buzzing, those kids.
Enjoyed them so
Your
much.
favourite childhood game?
Yes, Snakes and Ladders. That's, of course, old school one. Laura and Barnsley said the best game ever was Guess Who. I like that one as well. And the Game of Life, Matt in Southend says that.
Chinese Checkers says Dell. Mr. and Mrs. A great game says Anon. Why would you be Anon for that? We always loved Yahtzee. Well, why be Anon? You know, there's no shame to liking Yahtzee, is there?
I don't know. Chinese chopsticks.
Yes, and you've Michelle's thought of another one. Go on, Michelle.
Candyland.
We
Y'all have Candyland
we probably
over
call it
here?
Sweetland here if we had it.
It was the land to get to Candyland, and as a little girl, the pieces were like candies and pink and white, and it was really girly. I think that's probably what it. This is why you don't know it.
Well, no, I'm gonna get me a set of Candyland as soon as I leave the studio. You're really selling it to me. Marvellous.
Thank you so much for
Thank
that, and
you
good
for
luck
having
this
me.
weekend
Thank
as well.
you very
Be
much.
great in the tango. Still to come on Daybreak.